What do you think about a new Florida bill which would ban people allowing their dogs to stick their heads out of the window while they're driving?
What?
That's a good question.
Do we have more important things that we should worry about, or is this really a thing?
Some people, when I see people who leave the window all the way down, I'm like, the dog is almost going to fall out.
it
You're
makes
not
you
worried
nervous.
about
It's
it.
not going to fall out.
How do you know?
It could jump out.
How many falling out dogs do you see?
All right, we ought to go to phones on this. I'm not making this up. Florida Senator Lauren Book, who's a Democrat in Broward County, has filed a new bill intended to protect animals. She wants to make it illegal for a driver to allow the dog to stick the head out the window of the vehicle while it's in motion.
Okay, wait a second. Dogs have those, most of them have those, unless it's a pug or smush face dog, they have those elongated snouts.
Yep.
So that feels good for them to feel like the wind. That's one of the enjoyable things about being a dog and riding.
You
in
mean
the
like
car.
standing on top of a mountain peak and
Yes.
having the cold wind blow through my hair like I'm enjoying a York peppermint patty?
Exactly. That's what dogs like
Feel
about
the
car
sensation?
rides. Yes. Why are you going to take that little pleasure of life away from them?
Let's go to phones on this because there are two parts to this. She wants to make it illegal for a dog to be in the driver's lap while driving and for the dog to stick their head out of the window of the car while it's in motion. It is Florida Senate Bill 932, and there are provisions to make it illegal to have a dog transported on the running board, fender, hood, or roof. Wait a minute.
Who does that?
Who's driving with your dog on the roof of your
Is that a
car?
big issue?
My
I've never seen
God.
it.
I, mean,
Right,
I saw
wait.
a dog over the weekend in the back of a truck bed, but not on the hood or roof or running board.
I never was a fan of dogs in the back of pickup trucks either.
Same.
I don't like that at all. You know, sometimes they're chained. I've seen them get all thrown around back there and they're leashed up. But I don't like dogs in the back of pickups. Let's go to phones. Look at the phones. Every line's over. I haven't even given out the phone number. We got to go to phones right now. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. What are your thoughts about this bill? You know, it still has to pass the Florida legislature, and then it has to be signed into law. But these restrictions would also require dogs be secured in a crate or appropriate for the size of the dog while in a motor vehicle on a public roadway, or be restrained with a safety harness or seatbelt, or be under the physical control of somebody other than the driver. So somebody else would have to be holding the dog or have, there are those restraint systems. They have those like harnesses that then can plug into the seatbelt to restrain the dog.
I mean, you get into an accident, your dog becomes a projectile. You're buckled in, but the dog isn't.
There are multiple aspects to this Florida Senate Bill 932, but the big headline is, people that drive down the road and you see the dog going, the dog's like you can just see the dogs going, wee.
The dog's living their best life.
Yeah. What's that, the pig commercial for Geico where the pig was like.
The three little pig, wee all the way home.
That was the Geico spot where the pig's hanging out the window with like a pinwheel or something. All right, let's go to phones on this. What are your thoughts? Are you a dog window wind driver? Do you allow your dog to sit in the passenger seat or sit in the rear of the car with the window open where they stick their face out the window? They could be illegal.
I drove 100,000 miles with a chihuahua wrapped around my neck with his head out the window. He's fine.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things here. For violations, dog owners or drivers would be open to potential moving violation citations with the charges to not count as a criminal traffic infraction. Shifting over from dogs, the bill also sets rules for cat owners, making declawing of cats illegal if not necessary for meth. There's a whole lot of crap in here.
Jeez.
My God. All right, let's go to every line is jammed. 800-990-1047. When a line opens up, try to sneak in. 800-990-1047. Hey, Tammy's in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Tammy, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Tammy, are you there? All right, hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Tammy, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Well, I have a cavapoo, and
Whoa. You have a what?
A Cavapoo. It's a Cavalier Spaniel and a poodle. It is the cutest thing ever.
Wow.
It's like a teddy bear.
It sounds cute.
Anyway,
A Cavapoo. I've heard of all the different, like, Franken dogs, but I've never heard of a Cavapoo.
yeah, and they're so cute. Mine's ruby red.
Oh.
And so I went to Dick's.
Hold on a second.
Ruby
Your
red?
dog is like Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Take him to the doctor.
Yeah, so he's like that, but he's a miniature, and he's all curly. He's so cute. I'll have to send you a picture.
Please
But
do.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Send a
I went to Dick's Sporting Goods, and they've got the buckle in, so you buckle it in the front seat or the back seat.
Yep.
And I only let him go out the window at 45 and under because I don't want to go 60 because if something flies in his eye or something. But he loves it. He puts his face out. He loves it. And that
All
was
right, so tell me, what are your thoughts if this gets passed into law that it would be illegal to allow your dog to stick its head out the window?
Well, I guess I'll just have to take chances, So I'll just have to roll out the window if a cop comes by.
Good thinking.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
So you think that your dog's love of the face out the window, it overrides any potential illegality? I guess so. Hey, Tammy, have a great day.
Thanks, Tammy.
Mike is in Cortez. Hey, Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey.
I have no problem with the dog out the window. I absolutely hate the people that drive with the dog in their lap because they cannot see. It makes a big blind spot. I almost had the front end ripped off my car because a lady was turning left in front of me, and her dog was sitting in her lap, and she could not see my car.
Can you imagine if they get into a wreck and the airbag goes off and the airbag just smashes into the dog and pushes the dog into your face?
Yeah,
And then you're eating dog.
between you and the dog.
Mike, thanks for the call. Good point.
Thanks, Mike.
And again, that's part of this bill. No dogs hanging out the window of your car and no dogs sitting in your lap
This is a lot of legislation.
while you're driving. Again, this is proposed legislation. This is Florida Senate Bill 932. And if it passes, it would bar all of these things. All right, back to phones. Let's grab Daisy. Daisy's next on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Daisy.
Good morning. Now, I heard somebody say earlier, dogs just aren't flopping out windows. I disagree. My husband went to go pick up his mother's little poodle, 8-week-old poodle, had it in his lap, window down. The little puppy jumped out the window. It was horrible.
Oh, my
Try
God.
explaining that to your
See?
mother-in-law.
What happened to the dog?
It died.
Oh, my God.
Eight-week-old poodle. They do fall out the windows.
What'd I tell you?
When did this happen?
This was years ago. He was probably like 19.
Oh, jeez, that's terrible.
Yes, they do
My
flop out
God,
windows.
thanks for ruining the show, Daisy.
Downer.
I'm going home.
Poor dog.
Put on Rick Astley. I'm out of here. All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Daisy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Andy. I'm sorry. Andy's in St. Pete. Andy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I had a wolf shepherd, and I was in a caravan. It had its head out the window, and it stepped on the button that takes the window up, and it was starting to choke. And luckily, it stepped off of it because I was able to control it on my side. But for the most part, I don't mind dogs being able to stick their head out the window. The ones in the lap.
I mean, think about that. I mean, get a visual on this. The dog's hanging out the window, and the dog puts its paw on, like, the window armrest and hits the button and causes the window to go up on its neck.
Oh. Okay.
Wow. So,
That's
Andy, you
dismal.
were able to save the dog, though, right?
Yeah, the dog's fine.
Oh,
All right,
good.
I don't need 2 calls in a row. Got to talk about a damn dog dying. I got these up-tempo records. Get me Don on the phone. All right.
Oh, Casey.
Hi, buddy. Thanks. A little inside Casey Kasem outtake from American Top 40. Linda is next on the MJ Morning Show in Auburndale. Hey, Linda.
Hey, how are you this morning?
We are well. Go ahead.
Well, I think the government already has enough laws. I don't think we need to be regulating a dog sticking its nose out the window. And if someone is being cruel to their animals, there's already a law for cruelty to animals.
Yep.
So I think it's a waste of time. There's more important things that they can be doing.
What about dogs riding in the laps of drivers?
I don't do that. But then again, I think it's up to the individual owner. If they're putting their dog in jeopardy, then there are certain laws, like I said, cruelty to animals. But I just don't think we need the government regulating how we breed and everything else. So
Thanks for
Good
the
point.
call.
I like that. Hey, did you know it's not illegal that I'm aware of? I'm looking to make sure, but I think you can stick your head out the window as a human while you're driving.
That's funny. So
We had
you
to do
can-
that. Yeah.
So your 3-year-old kid can.
Yeah.
Where's
fine.
where's that law?
fine.
So your kid can hang out the window, but your cockapoo can't, or whatever the hell it is.
We're going to tell you
All right.
how to handle your dogs with that.
All
You can
right.
do
Sense.
whatever you want with yourself.
Hey, Jessica's in Spring Hill. Hey, Jess.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey,
I'm
go ahead.
kind of on both sides of this.
Yeah.
My dog loves to stick her head out the window. Of course, one of my kids always holds her. But last week, I had to actually call 911 because someone was dragging their dog through with a leash out their window, dragging him down the road.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
that's
It's-
abuse.
It's like,
That's-
it's
yeah,
like Clark
torture.
Griswold with the the vacation movie with the dog on the bumper.
Poor doggy.
My
Yeah,
God!
and luckily the dog slipped out of the collar, but he was all banged up.
Oh my! Where was this?
Driving down Broad Street in Brooksville.
Holy frig! All right, thanks, Jessica. Have a great day.
Must have been an accident, right?
All right, Carlos in Tampa. Hey, Carlos, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Good morning, long-time listener.
Thank you,
Wherever.
Carlos. Appreciate it. What's up?
Hey, I'm voting for this, man. All this distraction you see all the time, kids, dogs all over the place. It looks like a freaking park inside the car. Dogs all over the place. My dog jumped out the window on Del Mabry and Bears Avenue. Had to stop in the middle of the intersection just to get him in the car. It was a big dog, too.
Well, when did your dog jump out of the car in the intersection of Dale Mabry and Bierce?
This is about a couple of years ago.
Wow. What kind of dog was it, Carlos?
It was a mud. It was a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
They're great. Rhodesian Ridgebacks. They're cool dogs. Hey, Carlos, thank you, buddy. Thanks for listening.
Yes, sir.
Have a great day. All right, 2 more calls, and I got to move on here. And if you're just tuning in, a Florida State Senator from Broward is introducing Senate Bill 932, which, among other things, would make it illegal to allow your dog to hang its head out of the window. So when you see the dogs loving that air as the car's driving, that would be illegal if this is signed into law, if it passes and then it's signed into law. And also, having dogs in your lap in the car would become illegal as well. All right, last call on this. Tom in Trinity. Hey, Tom, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I love the show.
Thanks.
Hey, so my wife and I saved up for years to get an English Bull Terrier when we were up in Michigan. And we finally got the puppy. I'm taking it to dog training school so it'll listen to what I say. And I'm flying down a country road at about, 65 miles an hour. Dog's on a leash, jumps out the window. It's having such a great time. I'm holding on to the leash, and I have to slam the brakes with all these cars behind me. I end up sideways in the road. My dog's just kind of hanging there from the side. Nothing too bad. But everybody behind me just had this look of fear because my dog was loving it so much, she jumped out the window. So the American dream, I'm for the law. We don't need cars turning sideways with dogs hanging out of windows.
There you go, and you speak from experience. Thank you, buddy. Have a great day, and thanks for listening. Thanks for calling.
Sure.
All right, there we go. All right, Fester's like, who are you talking to now? Fester's on the phone.
Hey, this is Fester from the MJ Morning Show.
Hold on.
We're talking about the senator right now and her legislation with the dogs.
I don't need to
and
talk to
everything.
the senator.
And we were wondering if the senator was even available.
I don't need
No. All right.
Is she hanging out of a
She's-
out window
Is
right
she
now?
hanging
Yeah,
her
she
head out
is.
of a car window?
She's busy coming up with these.
Fester's
crazy
trying
new
to
laws.
call
Listen,
the
we took a bunch
senator.
of calls. A lot of people support her
Yeah.
legislation for
Yeah.
animal safety.
And a lot of people are
All
saying,
right.
get government
We
out of our
played it on the
faces.
MJ Morning Show on
All right.
Q105
Yeah,
in Tampa.
Thanks, yeah. Sure they care
All
down
right.
in Broward.
All right.
Are you really, who'd you call?
I'm trying to call the senator's office. If,
All right.
if she was, she's probably,
How about
drinking
the-
coffee or something.
How about they just say that it's okay for dogs to stick their head out the window, but they have to have the goggles on. The goggles.
Can I point out that she looks like an Afghan?
The senator?
I'm sorry.
No, senator's a beautiful one.
Roxanne, wouldn't you just mouth?
Yeah,
What
she
do you
does.
say it on the
Well,
air?
it's so
Don't
funny
mouth it.
Because I said she does. But the reason I say that is because last night I watched 101 Dalmatians.
Looks like a what?
And there's the scene with the lady who looks just like her Afghan dog, and this is the senator.
An Afghan
a
dog.
I thought you meant like a blanket.
No, an Afghan dog, Froggy.
You're calling the woman
The senator's a lovely legislator.
a dog.
Take it back.